everybody, my name is Nikki. Other people call me Makeup Songbird. I actually started with a beauty blog, but then other people started requesting for video tutorials, and so alas, here we are. I'm very excited because this is my very first video tutorial, and Valentine's Day is just around the corner, and so I decided to make a Valentine's Day look. And so this is my take on Valentine's Day. That was a lot of Valentines. Anyway, I'm really excited, so I hope that you guys will enjoy this very first video tutorial of mine, and I hope to hear from you very soon.
I went ahead and applied my foundation in my eyebrows. I don't think you guys would want to see me without it. So I used my all-time favorite, the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. It's so light you'll feel like you're not wearing anything at all, and it is the bomb.com. I used Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz in medium brown. Anastasia is the goddess of brows. If you don't know her, please do check out her products. Now for my concealer, I used Makeup Forever's HD Concealer. For priming my eyelids, I used MAC's Paint Pot and Painterly. In putting my eye primer, I like to use a brush, more of like a synthetic brush, then lightly dab it with my finger. I think the warmth of my finger helps it blend into my skin. Primer is very important because it serves as a glue to the eyeshadow, and it also makes the color pop more. Oh my god, I want to eat this palette! It's the Semi-Sweet Chocolate Bar Palette by Too Faced. I used peanut butter as my transition shade. Now, the packaging looks so good, I always feel like eating it. But guess what? It ain't edible. Now, I usually always use a fluffy brush for this, but I couldn't find it, so I went ahead and used my MAC brush in 217. Now, this eyeshadow serves as my transition shade, so the colors look perfectly blended. You want to blend it out in a windshield motion. Sometimes I like to do it in circular motion too, so that the color is perfectly blended out. I cannot express how important blending is. For my crease, I used the same brush and applied Truffled from the same palette. I chose a neutral look because it's Valentine's Day and I really don't like wearing a lot of makeup. You know, I think natural beauty is still the way to go. You know, I think of it as enhancing my natural look when putting makeup on. Now, remember to blend the heck out of it. Blending is perfection. For my lid, I used both Marzipan and Creme Brulee from the first chocolate bar palette that Too Faced came out with. As you can see, I'm slowly dabbing the shadow to my lid and just building the color up slowly. You can also do this to avoid falling pigments. To make this look more va-va-voom, I used my Sigma brush in E21 to create a semi-smoky look and added Hot Fudge from the Semi-Sweet Chocolate palette. I only applied it to the outer corner of my eyelids and blended it out. You're gonna want to use a clean blending brush to blend out the edges too. Look at that, so luscious and sultry. For my brow bone, I used the Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Palette. I used sand and gently swept it onto my brow bone. This basically serves as a highlighter. It also cleans up any harsh lines in your crease. For my lower lash line, I went for a darker shade of brown and used frosting from the Semi-Sweet Chocolate palette. You know, I wanted a more luscious and sultry look. Then I use a clean blending brush to blend out the edges. blend, blend, blend. Now, my dirty little secret to having fuller eyelashes is this. This is called tight lining. You simply use a waterproof black eyeliner and apply it to your upper waterline. It isn't the most comfortable thing, so be prepared to get teary-eyed. See the difference? Cool, huh? The lashes that I used were from Ardell and Demi Wispies. I'll show you how to apply my lashes in another tutorial. But to start off with it, I curled my lashes and used Buxom mascara to camouflage my real lashes. To make my eyes pop, I decided to use a white waterproof eyeliner from Stila and applied it to my lower waterline. Voila! For contouring, I just love to use Anastasia Beverly Hills contour palette and usually use the color Havana. Ah, what is that monster growing on my face? So I used MAC's contour brush in 168 and swept it onto my cheekbones, but you don't want to go too far down or else you will look gaunt. Now, you also want to contour your forehead. After that, you want to go in with a highlighter in vanilla and sweep it onto the upper cheekbones, lower cheekbones, and your temple. Then you want to blend it with a big powder brush. For the nose, I used the shade Fawn. Now, it's better to start contouring from the bottom upwards until you reach the corners of your eye socket. It's very important to blend out the edges as well. Then highlight the bridge of your nose using vanilla. This will give you the effect of a thinner nose. Now, who needs plastic surgery when you can use Anastasia Beverly Hills contour palette? So for my blush, I went in with MAC Cosmetics in Flirt. Sorry about that. And this is why I like to do my hair up when I'm putting makeup on. Anyway, you want to apply the blush to the apples of your cheeks and blend it with your contour. My favorite highlighter of all time, Luminous Light in Ambient by Hourglass. Now this highlighter makes me feel like the sun is following me around. It gives me such a natural looking glow. Now you only want to apply this to your upper cheekbones. Do you see how gorgeous this looks? Okay, so I also like to apply it to my Cupid's bow and the bridge of my nose. And lastly, for my lipstick, I used Makeup Forever's lip liner in 3C. You want to create a bow or just simply follow your lip line. Now, you got to be careful not to go out of your lip line because you might end up looking like Bozo the Clown. Then, I applied one of my favorite neutral lipsticks by Gerard Cosmetics in 1995. Ta-da! Oh, honey, I'm so ready for my Valentine's date. I hope you guys enjoyed this look. Please comment below if you have any comments or suggestions because I would love to hear from you. Oh, and please subscribe.